Here we go. Whoop! Tell me something. How do humans make a living?
Crafts, agriculture, hunting, trade. It's pretty varied. And some bad eggs resort to thievery, of course.
What? Weird choice. What's this?
Looks like a junkyard.
A yard for junk?
Nothing but scrap and junk.
Sure is awfully quiet here.
Kinda creepy if you ask me.
Or full of treasure.
Oh, great idea, Prince.
Looking for treasure is always a good idea. Right, old man?
Well, there might be something worth our while.
Right? Let's go check it out! Looks like there's something up there. We could reach it if we had a vehicle that could jump.
No matter where you look, there's nothing but sand, sand, sand. I hate it.
The water shortage makes it worse than ever, but Sandland's always been sandy.
That is how it got its name, after all.
Maybe they should try changing the name to something better. Dampland has a nice ring to it.
Yeesh, there's scrap metal all over the place.
Well, it is a junkyard after all.
The junkers probably tossed what they don't need here.
There still could be usable parts somewhere in the heap.
Guess anything's possible, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Well, can't hurt to check. Huh. Huh.
All we can do is pray that no junkers come to dump scrap on us while we're down in that hole.
That's one image I'd rather not think about.
Then we'd better hurry up before it becomes reality. Here we go. find something useful in all this.
Yeah. I'll let you know if I see anything.
Some of what the junkers see as trash could very well be treasure to us.
Here we go. Whoop! Here we go. Whoop!
It pays to take the time to stop and observe your surroundings every now and then. You just might make some exciting discoveries.
Reviewing your box setup helps too.
And if we can find some loot as a result, even better.
Here we go.
All we can do is pray that no junkers come to dump scrap on us while we're down in that hole.
That's one image I'd rather not think about.
Then we'd better hurry up before it becomes reality.
Always remain calm, no matter the situation. Clear thinking will lead you to victory, even when the odds are against you.
You're talking to the Fiend Prince. I'm like the definition of calm. Here we go.
It sure is hot out here. How are you holding up, Prince?
What do you mean? This level of heat's nothing. Sure beats the cold, at least.
I, for one, much prefer the heat to the cold as well.
Is tolerating heat well just part of being a demon?
Depends on the demon. Slime shriveled up, after all.
So, how do demons usually spend their day?
Brace for true evil. Whoop. Well, so it goes.
So, how do demons usually spend their day?
Brace for true evil. We do stuff like dig pitfalls where people like to walk. Oh, and Thief even stole someone's comic the other day.
Some of my finest work, if I do say so myself.
See? You're evil, right?
Yeah, right.
Whoa! Hey, old man, what would you do if you ran into a tough enemy?
Let's see. Well, I'd start by observing them carefully. Knowing what they can do and what their weaknesses are will help you fight effectively.
Serve them, huh? I'll try that next time.
See these tire tracks? That's a sign that someone's been here before us. Following them might lead us to a useful location like a village or town. The car should also go a bit faster than it would on unpacked ground.
Looks like there's something up there. We could reach it if we had a vehicle that could jump.
What's wrong? Aren't you going in?
I am. It's just there's an urgent news bulletin on the radio now.
Oh? Prince, we'd best listen too.
Okay.
Yesterday, a Royal Army tank was hijacked from Nap's base by unknown saboteurs.
Huh?
The perpetrators have gone on a rampage with their stolen tank, looting vital water supplies and destroying several towns.
What the?
Anyone who has recently sighted a suspicious tank should contact the Royal Army immediately. Any information about the culprits' identities or whereabouts is welcome. Moreover, the king is offering a 30 million zenny reward for the capture of the saboteurs, dead or alive.
What?
But we didn't do any of that!
course! I mean, Mayor Tor trusts you guys, so...
Damn it. How could the Royal Army sink so low? They have turned the entire world against us. Unless we find the spring, we'll have to spend the rest of our lives on the run.
That's pretty horrible of them to put a bounty on your head.
Our only hope is to find that spring as soon as we can. Let's abandon the tank and forget all about this. We got lucky. They still don't know who we really are.
Some demon you are, thief. Don't be such a coward.
But, Prince!
I'll keep looking for the spring all on my own if I have to. No turning back now.
I'll come too. We're basically partners in crime at this point.
Let me be clear. I'm not turning back until I've seen that spring with my own eyes. If you can't handle that, then go home already.
But... What will everyone say if they see me return without you?
Don't be a worrywart, Gramps. I'm sure things will work out. Once the jump bot's ready, I just know we'll find the spring.
How can you be so sure?
You're a gutsy one, aren't you?
Do you think Anne's fine working on that jump bot all on her own?
None of us know what we're doing. We'd only get in her way if we tried to help. We're better off getting some rest for the journey ahead.
We're going to be aimlessly wandering through the southern desert with an entire army on our tail.
Don't worry, I lived in the south 30 years ago, so I at least know the general lay of the land there.
Ah, 30 years ago. You mean back when the Peachy still inhabited the area? That would be about the time the Royal Army wiped them all out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, about that time.
Such a tragedy. That made my list of the top 10 most foolish things humanity has ever done.
Foolish. But it prevented the Peachy from destroying all of Sandland with their doomsday weapon.
Really? You actually believe that? The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
What? Water? No, that can't be true.
It's true, all right. The brilliant Peachy were trying to create massive quantities of water. Not just for themselves, but to share with everyone. And because the Royal Army's profits would go up in smoke if that happened, they got rid of the Peachy first. The massive explosion that happened when they were attacked was caused by the aquanium they needed to make their machine work, which the Royal Army gave them knowing what would happen. And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
No, but how can this be? The commander of the tank brigade that attacked them, who ordered the shots that set off the aquanium, was me.
Huh?
resulting explosion destroyed almost my entire village. And everyone in my whole brigade, apart from me, was killed in an instant. The army thinks I died back then, too. They made us attack, knowing it would cause that explosion.
Wait. If they knew, why would they make your tanks attack inside the blast radius?
2 birds with 1 bomb. Our brigade never much liked Supreme Commander Zayu's methods. We spoke our minds too much.
Oh, well, not your fault, huh? You had no idea.
Sure. You thought you were saving the world, right?
But then,
The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
the real feed here.
And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
Is actually me. Hey, what in the world?
I'm absorbing the power of darkness. 'Cause it looks like we're in for a fight. Right? That snooze hit the spot. All right. Think I'll check on Anne to see how the jump bot's coming along.
Going to Lisab? If so, might I trouble you with a request? Here's what I need. I'd be obliged if you got me some.
Since when are we your errand runners?
Don't be so cold. The man's helped us plenty. What say we repay his kindness,
Thank you. My usual supplier hasn't been by lately. I considered dismantling some of the nearby tanks, but the risk is too high. Attracting the Army's attention is the last thing I want.
A wise decision. A mayor cannot compromise his people's safety.
You're too kind. Here, payment for the scrap. I'll be waiting for you.
Anyone order some gun scrap?
Ah, just what I needed. You have my thanks. I'll only take what I need, though. Here, you can have the rest.
Whoa, you sure about that?
Very. I have all the components I need. The rest should prove useful for upgrading bots or vehicles.
Right on. Thanks.
You don't have to stay with me, you know. Odd as it is to say in the middle of the desert, this town's nothing but a sinking ship. After being the mayor for so long, it's only right that I go down with it. But a young lady like you needn't subject yourself to this.
Don't talk like that. This isn't the end. Not yet. If we all pull together, I'm sure something can still be done.
Sweet 80s, can't you see? There is no we. This town has no one left to pull together. Spino is finished.
What happens then? What about our tank?
Should we lose the town, the garage goes with it.
No way! We won't be able to repair the tank!
And just to be clear, if it breaks, I'm not walking.
What of the children? What about Hugh and Pleeka?
I've arranged for an old friend's son and his wife to look after them.
When did you...
I apologize for the secrecy. I didn't want you to worry when it came time to leave.
True. I never would have left so long as those two were still here. But I bet Hugh and Pleeka feel the same about you. They'd never want to move away from this town if it meant leaving you behind. You don't want to part with them either, do you?
No, I do not. But those children still have their futures ahead of them. They deserve better than a town slowly dying of old age.
So let me get this straight. The town needs people. That it? Let's bring them in then. From other places.
But this is a former rebel base. The government is never going to supply it with food and water. And just look how run down it is. You'd have to be a real oddball to willingly move here.
Well, when you put it that way.
Mayor, did you know that anytime travelers pass through Spino, Hugh and Pleeka always talk up the town to them?
I had no idea. But why would they...
To attract more people to Spino and make you happy, Mayor. Hugh's own words.
Oh my.
If the kids haven't given up on this town, then there's no way us adults can give up either.
Perhaps you have a point.
Let's tough it out just a little longer, Mayor. We'll return Spino to its former glory. It's what the kids want.
Very well. We'll keep fighting. To the bitter end.
Agreed.
I can tell you want to help. It's written all over your face.
I'll be frank, I do. In any capacity I can.
Maybe I'm in the mood to help too. I mean, we can't lose the tank. So, let's get on it then.
Yes, let's. What's this?
Nice, huh? I picked up a core frame in pretty decent shape at the lease-up Junkers market.
That's funny. It's the same model as my old car.
Oh, really? A junker was selling it. He said that he bought it off a bunch of bandits with diamond face paint.
Those thieves, they'll do just about anything to turn a profit.
You mean this used to be your car?
It would seem so.
Oh, in that case, you should have it.
Are you sure?
Don't sweat it. I had fun putting it together. And I owe you guys a ton anyway.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Oh man! I sure wish I had my own car!
I can make you one too if you bring me a frame.
Your eyes are bloodshot. Did you not sleep?
Not a wink. I stayed up all night making the car.
So you've been slacking on the jump bot to do that instead?
It's not like I didn't try, you know. I've never built one, and it's complicated enough that I'll need a blueprint.
Are you serious? Oh man!
It's a highly specialized bot, so I'm not surprised.
If you're after a blueprint, I think Mayor Tor just might have what you need. Didn't he mention that the rebel army had left some files on jump bots behind?
Oh yeah! The mayor'd be the person to ask! I'm impressed you managed to remember that.
Ho ho! When it comes to memory, no other demon can match me.
I hope whatever Mayor Tor was thinking of was actually the blueprints.
Do you need anything? See you later. Do you need anything? See you later.
I'm sorry I was rude to you before. I'd heard demons were attacking passersby, stealing water and such, so I just got scared.
Well, there's some truth to that, but it sounds like that story's gotten rather inflated.
Attacking passersby? We only take what we need from the Royal Army.
From the army? You go up against armed soldiers? You must be really strong then. No wonder you can travel the dangerous sandland unscathed.
Dangerous?
I guess you're too strong to find it dangerous. But to us humans, stepping outside town isn't something you do lightly. Just traveling across this barren desert is hard enough. But with the risk of bandit and raptor attacks as well, we're risking our lives every time we go to another town.
That bad?
It is. I can't travel alone either.
Even seasoned peddlers have to be careful. A bit of bad luck, and you're a goner.
So you need luck just to reach your destination. I guess that means I was lucky to meet you guys.
Talking about all this has got me feeling a bit uneasy.
How so?
Well, I ordered some new wares from a merchant acquaintance. But it's been ages since he said he'd be here, and I haven't heard any news. He's always had incredible luck, so I didn't think much of it. But what if he's in trouble? Beelzebub, if you ever see that merchant in trouble during your travels, could you please help him out?
Maybe if I'm in the mood.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. Please keep an eye out for that merchant. By the way, did you need anything? Thank you for coming.
Hey, would you happen to have the jump bot blueprints?
Blueprints? No, I don't have anything like that.
Great.
Didn't you mention there being some documentation on jump bots in the files the rebels left behind?
Oh, you're right. Let me go fetch them real quick. Found them! This what you need?
So you have the blueprints after all!
Is it all right if we borrow these for a bit?
Be my guest.
Thanks! And we brought the blueprints!
They really had exactly what we needed! This should do the trick! I'll get started right away! Hope I have enough parts. See you later. Do you need anything? See you later.
We wouldn't be in this mess in the first place if you hadn't broken the jump bot.
Really wish you'd stop bringing up ancient history.
Do you need anything? See you later.
Please keep an eye out for that merchant. By the way, did you need anything? Thank you for coming!
Do you need anything? See you later. Done and done.
I can't believe you really made it.
What you talking about? You didn't think she could?
I'll be honest, I had my doubts. You must have had a fine mentor.
No mentor for me. I'm completely self-taught. Just picked up what I could here and there. There's just always been a lot for me to tinker around with.
Incredible.
In any case, this should allow us to slip past the army and continue on our journey south.
You know, it's awfully fitting that we made a bot to outfox the Royals at the Rebel Army's ex-base. Almost like it's fate.
All right then! Let's get a move on already!
If you have any problems with the bot, come back for repairs anytime.
Thanks!
Prince, before we head to the East Valley, let's scout the southern road.
What for?
I want to see what the army might be able to throw at us.
Okay.
So that girl, Anne.
You mean me?
What about her?
Been thinking. She's a good girl.
You got called a good girl.
I don't see what's so funny.
I'm afraid I don't follow either.
Oh, it's just that I saw her in the garage, fixing a car. She was enjoying herself so much it was positively infectious. Just watching her work put this car lover in a good mood.
Next time, come over to say hello instead of staring, all right?
Cars are awesome. Sure wish I had my own.
Ooh, so you're a car aficionado too. Then you should really head to the junk pit.
The junk pit?
Turn right at the fork leading to the Lisab Junkers Market. There's a pit where junkers toss all the stuff they don't need.
You're saying I can find a car there?
Maybe not a whole car, but you might find a frame.
Sweet! I'll be sure to swing by.
Do you need anything? See you later.
Hey! Nice to see you again! Is it just my imagination, or has the town gotten more lively? Oh yeah! I found something cool, so I'll share it with you! Bring me any rare items you find. I'll make it worth your while.